Ooh, it's the best teammate sliding in the booth. Got Jara Wall spitting facts, hitting truths. Australia's King MC jerseys on display. Real or fake from China, he rocks them anyway. Rosie Panetta with that mama's glow. Nicoletta in tow when they steal the show. Matt's the best football coach around. Game plan sharp, he's running this town. Andy Martin's a mogul, stacking hits so clean. Building empires like it's part of the dream. Hey, hey, best teammates. We're the squad, the crew that dominates. Hey, hey, best teammates. All thanks to Khan from the Brighton Trophy Center. Loves golf, loves the Philandy's Trophy Center. Best Teammates podcast, now it's time for this.
Is it me?
It is you.
Are we on?
Yes.
Everyone just either looks down or at me. Hello,
No.
everyone. Hey,
They
guys.
either look down at you
we
or...
are back for a second week in a row.
Yes, we are.
This is as consistent as we've ever been.
Yeah, Moggy.
Yeah. Shut up, Josh Miller. You big, dirty ranger.
Wow.
I feel like we need to introduce ourselves with that intro. Although, here's a question. Do you think, as someone who listens to a lot of podcasts and fast forwards that beautiful 15-second thing when the ads, do you reckon anyone listens to the whole intro?
Yes.
Oh, really?
Wow,
that
stereo.
was
Mate,
so...
it's a world-class intro. Why
Yeah.
wouldn't you listen to it?
No,
right.
no, I'm listening. I'm just putting it out there. All right, someone else talk.
Okay, I've got something. Guys, I've got heaps of stuff today.
Really?
Yeah,
wow.
heaps of stuff.
Okay.
So should I start?
Yes.
Well,
Do we
I've
just turn
got-
our mics off?
I do have feedback from the last week's show. So if you want to start off with that.
Well, I'm nervous. Will the feedback affect how I bring the content?
No. No, I think we're welcomed.
Go with the feedback.
All right, let's
I
do
feel
it.
like it's a good way to start.
Are we in
Yes.
the Auscast studio, by the way? Is that how we're branding it?
Whatever you want to brand
For
it.
tax purposes, yes.
Casa
yes.
Del Martin.
Yeah. Oi, hoi, hoi.
Yeah.
All right. So, got a voice note sent in by a listener, Moggy. His name's Luke. And this is what he has to say.
G'day teammates, Luke here. Long time between drinks, but glad to hear you back. Rosie, firstly, congratulations. You had your child on the last pod. I hope someone shits themselves again this episode. Fingers crossed for Andy. Secondly, I think there's something in the game, porn star or Sky News reporter. Bye.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah, that's good.
Good feedback.
Yeah, good feedback.
Thanks, Luke.
We had someone else that uses this table actually leave me a message. She may be 6.
Hi guys, I'm so happy best teammates are back and hope that one of the best teammates I can be there. And I also miss Nicoletta.
So that's little
was like-
Georgie.
Oh my god, she sounds so big.
Yeah, I mean, she's
She's a little huge.
nearly 16.
Yeah. It's been a long time.
Yeah.
Darling,
Yeah.
mate, there is so much in this she should not listen to. Just putting that out
This is
there.
how I teach you what Daddy does.
Wow,
And then, as long as she doesn't call me that, just because
Daddy.
father, just because we father. And then, of course, because Georgie did one, Millie had to do one as well.
Okay.
Hi Jared. Hello Daddy and Rosie. Hello Matty. I'm so glad to see you and the teammates are back on. I will subscribe you and leave a review. Also, Dad, can I please have a best teammate t-shirt?
Oh, Andy.
I promise I have been good. Anyway, love you. I'm a chicken.
Yeah. So, yeah. She said she wants to leave a review and subscribe.
I love that.
Okay,
Like,
great.
subscribe.
There you go. Plenty of feedback going around the place, guys.
And also, great free employee.
Yeah, it's all for tax purposes, guys. They are now employees of the trust.
This is hilarious that you last week spoke about something in particular, Rosie, which has just surfaced this morning, and we don't have to say when it is, but it's...
You talk about the nard that her child left in the toilet? Because that thing was disgraceful.
Yeah, so we've just had the
Hang on,
first
what did I
game.
miss
She
here?
did-
Last week, she
Yeah.
left a present.
Well, remember, I left the podcast. It was
Yeah.
quite, actually, listening back, you didn't really realise. It just sounded like I stopped.
We just took over.
We
and-
thought the dinosaurs had come back from extinction
Yeah.
because there was a T-Rex shit in the toilet.
Was it like the one in Jurassic Park where they like look
I
out
had
of
to
the Jeep?
I had to call the council to come remove it.
Yeah, it's unbelievable.
She got the memo. She felt the vibe, and she
Yeah.
was like, "I feel comfortable amongst these."
That's why
blokes."
she looked in pain, because to push that out, my goodness.
Yeah, she's like, I want to be like mummy and push a baby out.
Yeah.
She did.
She pushed out a whole family by the look of it.
Oh, baby.
So it's interesting interesting you said that because then you asked the question about bush poo.
Yeah.
And then there was, I don't know if you guys, you're
Oh,
probably
no.
across this side of things, Rosie, because you're part of the eastern suburbs because you're real fancy. So there's, around the Kensington area, there's a big note which has been left on a Stobie pole that says this. To the lady who defecated on our driveway at approximately 7:15 this morning while walking a dog, you were recorded on our security camera defecating on our private driveway. We have clear video footage of the incident. You have up to 48 hours to return and properly clean up the mess. So they've left the dump there. If not, we'll have no choice but to circulate photos from the footage to identify you. Please do the right thing. So the vision has been circulated and there's images of this woman and the dump. I've tried to zoom in, but it wouldn't let me. So this woman has been doing public dumping. So...
On driveway.
So this is not the first time.
No. So in New South Wales a few years ago, there was a poo jogger. In Adelaide, there is a driveway dumper. And this woman is just... Also...
Can you show me her face?
No, but I can show you her shit.
Or her face ace.
Why? This is the thing. Men are associated with being disgusting pigs.
Yeah.
Why are the public shitters always women? I've never read a story about a man publicly dumping.
I'd love to see your algorithm on Google.
Yes, and I've searched. So can I ask you all,
Yeah.
have you ever done a public dump?
Yeah.
No.
Okay, you answered very quickly.
Yeah.
It should have been
Adelaide
Andy.
Fashion Week.
Where? What do you mean? Like
Yeah.
on the runway? What do you
And amongst all the fashion
Yeah, we
models?
arrived late. And,
So where was this event? That sounds
I
pretty
think-
fancy.
I think one of the town halls, either Norwood or the Adelaide one.
Okay.
And we arrived late and sat down, had to, walk past everyone down the what do you call it?
Catwalk.
Run.
The catwalk.
Catwalk run.
Sorry.
Did you just call it the cool runnings?
I said the runway, not
Okay,
the
that's
cool
it.
So
running.
we're trying to get through the cool runnings and
Feel the rhythm.
Okay, you're there.
Jamaica.
You smell like a Jamaica has a bob.
We have to finish the race.
Valet John
I
Candy.
tell you what, I had a bobsled ready to pop out of my butthole, and I was just like starting to fill up inside. I had a few brewskis into me, and I was like, "Hey man, do you want to head to the toilet? I've got to go as well."
Who'd
And
you say that to?
Just-
Why are you asking a bloke to go to the toilet?
No, I don't want to say names because
Okay.
Say names.
know him. Shane. And so then we've gone to the toilet, and he was in the
But why
urinal.
did you need him to go with you?
Oh, because I need
Are
a
you
friend.
fine?
I need someone to help. I need some help.
So cute.
Yeah, and he was at the urinal doing his thing, and then he turns to his right, and there I am
peeing,
backing
like,
one
can
out into the urinal.
So you what? Oh, you shattered your...
Yeah, while he was was
Why?
it? No, he was wearing.
Cubicles available, or you just
No, I
wanted to
just
do it?
decided bit entertainment.
I love that.
Yeah.
I do recall that story. That's great. Rosie, have you done a public...
No.
Why not?
No.
Well, this is last week I said I'm
Well,
not.
we did talk about bush shits,
Yeah, bush poo.
Wheeze?
Bush
Yeah.
wee. or-
bush wheeze. Yeah,
wheeze,
the old scrub shit.
Is
You
that
said you didn't like them.
No, I don't. I'm trying not to. I don't want to really make my kid do them, but sometimes it's unavoidable. I imagine I haven't. Hit
What
there
if you're
yet.
at a charger trying to charge a car for 9 hours and you need to go?
Mm.
And
Like,
there's
just-
no toilets anywhere.
I think I'd prefer.
That Audi out the front doesn't
I
need
would-
charging, baby.
Yeah. Charging the credit card. That's about
that's
it. Yeah, boy.
Okay,
Just charging through Burnside.
It's secondhand, all right?
it's from Christopher's sister.
Sure is.
Oh, so it's been in the family.
Passed
Yeah,
down.
it's a
Yeah,
family
well,
vehicle.
Well,
We
jeez.
paid for it though. I would prefer to
just
do
get
it.
into it.
I'd prefer to do it. This is going to sound bad. I'd prefer to just put it in my pants and deal with it later.
I've actually another one. I was at the school.
Sometimes we don't even have to try.
I
You just do
I
this
reckon
stuff.
the people around you would rather not have that.
I wouldn't continue to stay at the fashion show and go home. No.
Actually, I've got another one after
Shouldn't
that.
have said that.
Wait, Andy's dumped himself
No.
again.
I've got two more stories. So, one, I was sitting out the front of one of the girls' schools. Oh no, this can't. Wasn't even there to pick her up. No. And had,
You went to drop the kids off?
No. I had a little Millie with me, and because we had to drive forever to go to this school, I was like, Millie, I need to go. It was like 2 minutes to the bell going. I was like, so I had to go to the back of the car, get an empty bottle out, like a water bottle, and then I had to do
pee in
the
the bottle.
whiz in the driver's seat, but the thing filled up.
Yep.
So I started freaking out. I was like, Millie, help a brother out or a dad, and
your
pass me
brother, Dad?
that. So I had to
Don't
use her
look,
like
but
little
pass me a
chocolate
bottle.
milk container. And
So
now
it's like Dumb and Dumber.
yeah. So whenever we drive, she always brings it up. She's like, Dad, look at that Farmers Union truck. You weed in one of those. And then the other time was Oh, no, we'll leave that one for that.
Okay, leave that one. Matt, have you ever had to do a public?
No, I haven't.
No?
I
Thank
thought you
God.
guys have.
Do you get nervous when you go to those?
I've had to I've got to the point where I'm in public and I need to find a toilet real
Yeah,
quick.
yeah.
You know when you like clench the cheeks together and you do the wobble.
But there's an entry time where you're like, no, I'm good. I'm good for
Yeah.
the next sort of probably 40 minutes
Correct.
until I get home.
Yeah.
But then you realise
Your body knows. Your
Yeah,
body
it
knows
does.
when you're getting closer.
Yeah.
As you're getting close to the
Hits
bathroom,
the
your
tip.
body it
Yeah.
does.
Yeah.
And then
Touches cloth.
those toilets. I don't know if there's one around this area in Semaphore on Semaphore Road. There's one of the toilets that you press the button, it opens up, and then
Yeah.
you've got a time limit. Then it plays music. Then it just like fumigates the whole thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
just love to stay in there just to see what happens when it starts
just
washing it out.
hotbox yourself.
What, like it just sprays water everywhere.
Yeah, yeah. So water comes from the roof. It just washes literally the whole thing.
It terrifies me that the door opens. Like, what if you're not
After
done?
10 minutes.
Oh, well, what if you're not
You're
done?
like,
Surprise, public!
What about you? Before I asked the question about this lady defecating, have you done it?
No, but I've been in situations where I
Situations.
have trusted a fart.
Good.
Yeah, that is good. Sorry, we should have laughed more at
Over-
that.
No, you're right, guys.
I trusted a fart and I shouldn't have. Yeah, so it's I just don't understand the whole idea of someone just doing it on someone's driveway.
No, she's
though.
obviously doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Well, obviously, but because she could do it in the bush, but she's like, I'm going to do it on the driveway.
Yeah, so she's
Yeah.
trying, but it's like when is doing a poo on someone's driveway? Because I think what's happening with footy at the moment, everyone's flipping the bird, right? And that's a real '90s thing to do. And like flashing a moonie is a real '90s thing to do. We're living in a retro.
Well, you reckon taking
What,
shit
shit?
on a driveway is doing 90s?
I reckon that's real retro. Like it's
Well, 80s. Just
No, well,
Hey
taking
guys,
shit on a
how
driveway.
good was push pops and bloody amazing and
but
doing
have you
shits
ever-
on fucking driveways?
Have you ever tried to be offensive to someone and flipped them the bird? Like I just think it's such a
nothing
bizarre thing to
offensive
do.
about
No,
that.
it's not.
Yeah,
It's
not
weird.
since the 90s.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's a really strange thing, but everybody's doing it now, and they're thinking it's offensive.
Now you just get on Twitter and just abuse people.
Well, so let me
Under a
ask you
fake
about
name.
that.
Under a fake name. Yeah.
The what's happening with footy at the moment? I wanted to ask you because you're a footy guy. Do you think there's a difference between what he said on the sporting field and what he said off the sporting field? So, for context, what's going on with Willie Rioli at Port Adelaide? He's said to have said something after the game to someone via Instagram. So, a threat, basically saying to a teammate of a Western Bulldogs player. If I know people in the Northern Territory don't leave your hotel room, so that was deemed as a threat. But,
Oh, wow.
But then
Well,
there's been reports of him passing comment on the field to two other players from two other teams in the heat of the battle. But you've been involved in both. Is there a difference?
Massive difference. You said it yourself, heat of the battle.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of abuse going on the footy field.
But there has to be a limit.
Yeah, there is a
surely.
limit, yeah, but
What's the limit?
you can
Racial
imagine that.
slurs,
yeah,
I
racial
imagine.
and homophobic
Like
stuff and stuff.
entry or full?
Yeah, anyway,
None of us,
Not
none of
working out
us
when I got
wanted
the
to
field.
jump on that.
I'm not
None
sure
of
I
us wanted
understand
to
what
jump on that.
but I think the difference with the text message one is it was sent a day later, threatening an event a week later.
Also, it's written down.
Yeah, it was written down, so it was targeted. But
Yeah.
then the conversation has gone from people who are paid to have views on this stuff. That there was a guy from another team last year on the Gold Coast that made a homophobic comment to a player on the field who isn't openly gay. So as we sit now, he's straight, and he got suspended for 6 weeks for making a comment like that. But then Willie Rioli hasn't been sanctioned at all at this point for
It's far from
threatening
over.
someone, which you can go to prison for.
It's far from over.
So
Like,
what
they're
happens there?
investigating it now.
Yeah, do they go do
They
a
have to.
big investigation?
Well, they originally didn't, but then there's so many sensitive areas around this whole thing about what's said on social media, what's said on the sporting field. I don't know what it'd be like to be. And again, I cop a little bit, but I've spoken to players that, and you would see this as well. The players cop it the most after the game from people who have lost a bet. So because they might have a multi and they might have 11 out of 12 legs have got up in the multi and you've kicked a behind instead of a goal, it's your fault that they didn't win money. And that's why they smash the players on social media
That's
because
gross. That's just gross.
but that's
the truth.
frequent,
That
right?
shows
That's
how bad
everyday
gambling
news.
is.
It's so
It's
bad.
multi. Like,
But but it's like that's them. Like that could be the difference between the person keeping their house or not.
Yeah,
but they're
yeah,
saying
yeah.
that is your fault because you kicked inaccurately. So people who are so heavily invested in gambling which is funding the majority of sport anyway.
Crazy.
A couple of the funniest sledges that have come out over the last sort of decade or so was the two Voss brothers played against each other.
Yeah, I thought about that today.
So Brett Voss was playing for St Kilda and Michael was playing for Brisbane, and I think Michael was having a shot for goal and Brett yelled out, "I've seen your mum naked."
Yeah. I was like, my dad slept with your mum.
My dad slept with your mum. And then Chris Judd, who had bad shoulders, he went from West Coast to Carlton, and then he was playing against West Coast in his first year, and all the West Coast players were getting into him saying, "Oh, I see your shoulders are still fucked." He goes, "Yeah, it's from carrying you guys for the last 5 years."
Yeah.
Just little fun ones like that.
I got called the
enjoyed
bald
that.
guy in
Clever,
on the
clever
weekend.
sledge.
Someone said, "Oh, you mark the bald guy." Should I be offended by that, or is that just
You what? You mark?
Someone said, like, in relation to me, "Oh, you mark the bald guy." Like,
As in, like, you go and play on
yeah.
him.
But should I be offended by that? Because I could be number 6. It could be the handsome guy, but they're going the bald guy.
It's a matter of fact. I think truth is their defence.
You should have said that.
Yeah, should have. Someone else called me a poor man's cozzy.
Oh.
Yeah, no, we've all done that.
Oh,
As in,
I haven't.
as in the semi-TV
Of all the people we can-
personality.
as in Calcio, Cambodia, yeah.
Of
so
all the
weird.
TV personalities to be called, I don't know what's more offensive, the poor version or just being associated with it in the first place.
I don't know. It's I don't
cowless
deal with
version.
bad stuff on
Is that on
media.
social? Yeah, is that on social media
Yeah.
or people yelling it to you at the game?
At the game's okay.
Okay.
I don't get too much.
No,
abuse
you
at
get
the
it. You
game.
get offended by the smallest thing. I remember the one that I actually noticed was someone bagged out your shoes, and you were so dirty on them. And the week after, you purposely walked past her, and you said something to her that was like, it wasn't a sledge or anything offensive.
They weren't bright yellow wetsuit looking shoes because I did the same thing. Jared did the same thing to me years ago at the gym.
I can't remember what she said. You'll remember.
Yeah, I
because-
remember. I don't want to talk about it.
Yeah.
Never forget.
She just said
What
you
were
need to
they?
change your shoes. They were fine, but she said you've had those shoes for a while now. You need to change them.
Oh.
I'm like, thanks. So the next week I rocked up with new shoes. I'm like, happy now.
Yeah, there we go. That's what you did. And I
Yeah,
was
I
like,
was very
oh,
upset
Jared.
But she was trying to be nice. Well, fuck off. Like,
She was trying to be funny and be like,
well, she's got to work on that because it
Jared.
wasn't.
Probably wanted you.
No, that doesn't happen.
Come on, mate.
And then, what about
Yes,
throughout the
fans.
week, if you're not following anyone on social media, a big shark washed up on Henley Beach?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So are you?
Does everyone in Adelaide live near Henley Beach?
No,
So I feel
it's
like,
just everybody stole Nancy Timpano's photos and repurposed them as their own.
oh, did
I'm
she
assuming that was
complain
Nancy
about
that
it
took the
publicly?
photos?
No, she didn't, but I saw her photos and everybody's just jumped on board. So I don't know. Would you go and try and save the shark and put it back in?
It was already dead.
No, it wasn't.
Wasn't
Apparently,
it?
it was. I think it was Nancy's video. It seemed alive at its first.
I believe they
It's the first
tried
I've heard
to
of it.
get it back in first and it was half alive.
Why the hell are you putting it back in? Because once it's back in, it goes, thanks, guys, eat.
Yeah.
It needs to eat. I mean, no one's going to jump on it and
it also
like
does-
mouth,
gotta eat.
Deserve to
mouth to
live.
mouth with the.
Are you concerned that all this stuff's coming close to the water now, though, the shore?
It's always been there.
What?
It's always been there.
Yeah, I know, but it's close to the shore now, all these sharks and stuff.
You do what I do. Just live east and never go to the beach.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you-
drive an Audi, live at swimming pool.
You're really concerned about those gated communities. Wow.
And the shitters on the
Yeah.
driveway.
No, there are a lot of sharks in those, to tell you that.
You must be concerned at the lineup outside Burnside Primary every morning. So the thing that got me thinking I wanted to throw at you guys, I feel that I've been investigating a bit too much stuff recently, and I feel that I'm starting
Into sharks or just in general?
everything. So I'm leaning.
How far are you going to get when you murder someone? That sort of stuff.
Yeah, that
well,
was a good
yeah.
start.
Exactly, and I listened back to that, and I'm still. I think you guys think about that stuff. You're just not courageous enough to say it.
I don't.
I actually thought about
really
it again,
don't.
and I was like, yeah, probably Elizabeth Mackers probably would be the Mackers.
So, do you guys ever get into conspiracy theories?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think about it all the time. UFOs, especially like at night time here, if I'm by myself.
Yep.
You
I'll start
live
thinking about that
close
stuff.
to the airport. It's just planes.
No, it's not. It's UFO. I can't identify them.
Yeah. So, didn't you see the Qatar UFO flying over his house the other night?
Every night at 5 o'clock.
Yeah,
It's another one.
10:30 at night. Another UFO.
What conspiracy theories do you really get into?
Not really. I don't go down rabbit holes online, but I think about them.
Yeah,
It
same.
would be like the UFOs. What happens when you die?
Epstein.
If there's another world out there, Epstein.
That was
I don't want to sound.
Weinstein, all the Steins.
a lot of Steen, actually.
Yeah,
isn't
a lot
there?
of Steen.
I want to be the token woman here.
Cleveland Steiner.
I got lost in when Cowboy Carter dropped. Beyonce, I think one of her greatest albums ever, even though it's been very much abused.
There's a conspiracy right there.
Yeah, well, everyone thinks that there's a conspiracy that everyone thinks Beyonce covered up a murder that Jay-Z completed with a mistress of his with Diddy's help. Like, there's a conspiracy about
There's all
them
that
being
stuff,
involved with killing people. That's why
I
everyone used to say
honestly,
thanks to Beyonce in their
After
speech.
seeing and hearing a lot of stuff in the world, I believe all of that.
I didn't think you were
I'm like,
So
yeah,
what-
that
what's the
probably happened.
conspiracy theory?
I feel like one of Jay-Z's...
just say allegedly at the start, just in case.
Allegedly, there was like a woman who died suddenly. She was one of the women that used to know that circle of people, like the Jay-Z's and the Diddys. And her family has been on... I got lost in a TikTok spiral one day.
You're selling it well.
Yeah.
Is that the one that used to go out with Ellen DeGeneres?
No, you're thinking of Portia de Rossi.
No, the one before that died in the
No, I don't know.
mysterious car accident that was
And then-
alive and then wasn't alive.
I don't know. I can't remember.
No, you're thinking of...
And like she woke up in the
yeah.
thing and she disappeared.
she was in... no, I know...
Home and Away episode.
No, she was in
It
like...
was Angel. Margot Robbie.
She was in like a volcano movie. Ellen.
Oh, Dante's Peak.
I reckon she was in Dante's Peak.
Well, the one with really short hair.
Anne Hesh. You're thinking of Anne Hesh.
Yeah,
She
is that the
died.
one?
I think she's valet.
Yeah, like there's some weird car accident that wasn't right.
Yeah, she
I think it had to do with like that
she was
Hollywood
critically
stuff.
injured in a high-speed car crash. Yeah, good
Well,
job,
they reckon Matthew Perry was sending signals
to the
Yeah,
aliens.
yeah,
to the world
yeah,
that he was
yeah.
in trouble. Yeah,
Yeah.
He had this like alter ego thing called
Anne
he called
Hesh
himself
movies.
Matman.
Yeah, she was in
gosh.
13
you
Minutes.
go-
She was in Wild Card. She was in lots of movies.
That'd be my porno name, I reckon.
Wild
Anne
Card.
Hesh.
No, well, like for my video name, it'd be 13 minutes.
6 Days, 7 Nights
Oh,
was the
that's
one she
right.
was in.
Yeah.
We should go back to 13
No.
minutes ago. Anyway, mine's the Beyonce one. And if you listen to her album, there's lots of songs in there. There's one called, it's about a father being really, it's like...
So you're reading into the actual lyrics and stuff
every
as
time
well.
I listen to Cowboy Carter, I'm like,
So
oh,
she's
this could
saying
be
that-
about like covering up a murder. Yeah, there's a song. It's the fourth song on the album. It's one of my favorites. I can't remember the name of it.
Oh, that's great. Good info.
Yeah, I know. But anyway,
You
All
must
right,
love
next
it.
caller.
I know. I'm pregnant. My brain is dead. I'm saving space in the brain for grown humans. But yeah, the Beyonce one's my biggest conspiracy. You guys?
Yeah, I don't mind looking into the JFK stuff.
Yeah,
Although
okay.
It's like slowly starting to be released now, but
What do you mean it's slowly starting to be released now?
Like the actual files.
files and stuff.
Yeah,
Are
because
they?
Trump's opened them up.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting.
I don't believe it, but the two that I'm into. So watching what's happened recently with the lady sadly taking her life, Virginia Guffey, I think it is, who was part
in
of
Perth?
Prince Andrew. I think it's really sad, and like things like apparently. I think a little while before that, she said that she was involved in a bus accident.
Yeah, like days before her.
But there was no bus accident recorded on file that day. And then she got the big payout, $20 million or whatever. She's got this big property, and then she's shown no signs of struggling. So that, but then there's one on social media which I don't like, but a lot of people buy into it in regards to Port Arthur.
And the more you scroll,
Oh, yeah,
the more it comes to you.
Like, yeah, what is it?
It was being suggested that was orchestrated, and there was a big van, like a freezer van, ordered prior that was designed to transport bodies and stuff prior to it happening. So
Why?
I know, and I was in Tasmania when it happened. Like, it's fucked, and it's horrible to even think
You can't
about
even
that.
talk about it there. It's like it's never going to be too not too.
No,
soon.
that's exactly right.
yeah.
So there's, I don't know, but surely there's stuff going on that we don't know. But if we did know, it's not going to make our lives any easier. So this is why the question that I was asked over summer, which I want to put you on the spot here. If you could have one question answered, any question in the whole world, you could have it answered, what would it be? So I'll give you an example so you've got time to think about it. So I asked my wife about this, and she said, how do you stop corruption? But I countered that and I said, that's all well and good. But as soon as you find out how to stop corruption, once you leave that room, the world is so corrupt that you're dead. So you've got no thing like that. Or it could be, how do you cure cancer? That's great. Here's how you cure cancer. There's the answer. But then you have to go out and actually process that and act on it. So it could be anything you like, and we should all talk about it. What do you reckon?
Gosh.
Well, my first thought was, like I mentioned earlier, about I think it's because in that news at the moment, those Russian scientists that have come up with the way of like reading your spirit when you die and where it goes, and they try to follow the code. Is there an actual afterlife?
Yep.
Well, no, that's not the question. Sorry, erase that, guys.
No,
Erase
that's okay.
that.
But have you thought about that? Is there an
But
afterlife?
like what I'm trying to get at is like, is there another world that is looking down on this, and that's where we go back to? Like, have we been sent down here to just live a life out, and then once you finish, you like finish a shift pretty much and head back up there, and you're like with everyone else looking down.
So yes, but if you go back there, what version of you are you going to be, and do you get to pick the version of you that you are?
It's like a combination of Avatar, and all those other sort of movies and TV shows where they're in like some sort of weird sort of booth-looking thing, and you're operating a human being down here. I don't know.
Yeah,
and that's what does my head in.
This is great.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a great chat,
I don't know if I want the answer to that question, so I wouldn't ask it.
Okay.
How would
So,
that?
like, is there life after death? I'm not going to ask it because it's probably going to be like, no.
All right,
No,
sorry,
there
just-
is. I just looked it up. There is. How is that going to change your life?
It's good. It's good.
Oh, well, I probably should do a whole lot more, shouldn't I?
Yeah. What do you reckon, Matty?
What? I blacked out.
So then, what's your question, Rosie?
Oh, I mean, I don't want to ask that one because I don't want the answer to that. I don't.
Okay. Well, the question wasn't what aren't you?
I
going
know.
to
I'm processing.
That was my question.
Processing. I guess.
Should we come back to you?
Yeah, go, Maddie.
Come back to me later as well.
Really?
Yeah.
Like, what's the point?
Well,
That's my
maybe,
question.
Maybe it's
What's
because
the-
you guys
what's
have
the
got
point?
too many questions in your mind. You
I
can't
think that's what it is. I
All the
can't
time.
put one at the
can't
top.
narrow it
Why
down
are
to one.
people idiots?
It's such a shit question.
Question. Oh, I'm pregnant, a baby brain. Yeah.
So let me just get one of these.
Why are there dickheads in the world?
So you have one question. So it could be, what's next week's Powerball numbers? So anything like that. And obviously you don't need that because of the car you got out of the phone.
There you go.
Right.
One of those there. You got there. Yeah, sorry, guys.
So
Yeah, good. That was a good timing.
Dust that one off.
Why? What's your question?
Yeah.
well, I would always like to know how the world began.
Okay.
Like how it actually started.
Well,
And
science is
as
good.
you said, like the afterlife, it does bother me. Like only so many people can say that when you die, yeah, cool, man, I saw the light. But when you die, if you go somewhere else, are you the version of you that died? Do you get to choose the version that you are? And they say, oh, your spirit goes up into the air. Cool, so your body's not. So does that mean, I always worry, like, are you going to wake up in someone else's body as a kid and just not ever know?
Have you heard the theory that when you're passing and you see the white light, it's you coming into the next world?
As a baby?
Yeah.
See, that's crazy. So wouldn't you just love to know?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Well, because that whole Russian thing, I don't know what is true and what's not.
Why is it Russian? Why is it
Because
Russian?
it was Russian scientists that did it.
They're in a hurry.
Yeah. Like they weren't able to apparently follow one spirit because it went too fast, but then they calibrate or whatever they do, and then were able to follow one and it went like to some other universe, like one they can track.
Well, this reminds me of, I really want to go.
Am I just reading a movie script?
Maybe. No, I really want, it reminds me
Maybe.
of, I did one Ghost Tour back in WA radio thing. And they brought, back in Bunbury days, and the guy who ran it had this little device, and
Wow.
it was like, it wasn't a hand that does this.
Whoa! Whoa!
It was-
You have my money.
On a radio show.
Yeah, I can do a lot with
But
that.
apparently, so we were walking through this haunted, I don't know, jail or something, and he was like, if there's spirits here, you'll see a light on this screen. And I'm like, well, will we? And then he's like, on these rocks started falling, and I was like, it made me more of a skeptic. I would love to go to a ghost tour and actually be scared, but I was like, this is all bullshit. And so it just, I really want to go on a ghost tour.
You should go back to the
Have you been on a
Hindmarsh
ghost?
Square. There's a few carcasses there. Have you?
What number is it? 64 or something? 74?
These skeletons.
Yeah, reminds me of that. Just, yeah.
So you got a
Follow
question
the
yet, or are we
light.
just moving on?
I think
All right, Matt,
all
what
my
about you?
questions start. Yeah, I don't know.
Is there Bigfoot?
That's good.
Jesus.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, okay.
What could be
No,
the
I-
answer?
Yeah, why
If
are
it
you
was
judging
yes,
him?
what could it
when
be?
we said conspiracy
Sorry,
theories,
baby brain.
why?
Sorry, I don't know why I asked that. I blacked out.
But why, when we were talking about conspiracy theories, why didn't Bigfoot come up then?
If
Because he's real.
if whoever you've asked that to and they said yes, it is real, what do you think it is? Like, is it just a big person?
Yeah, well, maybe it's like
With a
Chewbacca.
beard?
It could be Chewbacca.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Something like that.
Could that be where the Star Wars guys got that from?
Maybe.
They know all about it.
Maybe.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah. It's quite funny.
I think it's good. What else is happening, guys?
I don't know, mine's fucked after that. I don't know if I can talk anymore.
Which I reckon the people listening would be thinking about this stuff.
Yeah.
One question. So let us know on the socials.
We need like a text hotline where they can text in their thoughts.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, give us
Oh
your
my
number.
God. Andy, I had a moment yesterday that I have to play for you.
Yeah.
Holy fuck.
What is it?
So Andy and I used to go to Anytime Fitness
Connect the Bluetooth if you
in the
need
city.
Anytime.
You
Really?
really jumped around gyms. I thought you went to Orange Theory at one point.
Yeah, we did.
to. Yeah, we
Yeah.
went for a tour. It's whoever's doing free trials.
What am I
7-day
connecting
members.
to?
Roadcaster.
Oh, the Roadcaster Pro.
Yep.
Okay, so Andy and I used to go to Anytime Fitness, and it was awesome because like our shifts were aligning until we basically got moved radio shifts, so we couldn't go to the gym in the afternoon anymore. Which
Yeah,
is
that's right, yeah.
a pain in the ass.
Yep.
And we'd go in the morning, lunchtime, and we met a friend of ours, Lindsay, who is a police officer now.
I'm Lindsay.
Yeah, so it's not working.
Yeah,
I'll try again.
I'm Lindsay. I just got what you
So
doing.
Lindsay was one of the trainers there, so she used to do training with us. But we then would get text messages at times from Anytime Fitness, where it was essentially saying, "Hey, try this deal, have a go at this."
Yeah, I still get them now.
So
upsell,
it's
the
just
old
it's
upsell.
not connecting to Roadcaster. Sorry, mate. Roadcaster Pro. I can just put it in the top here.
All right.
So
just put it on the top.
so I used to write back to all of these messages saying,
Thinking it was an automated.
well, knowing it was an automated message, like it was. Yeah, they were wonderful messages, basically, from Anytime Fitness, just asking anything about.
Is this still in your history?
Yes. So I had sent a message a few days ago in response to Anytime Fitness, James Place, saying, "Where the hell is Lindsay?" No response. Then there was another one saying, "Join up for this deal before end of financial year." And I wrote, "Is Lindsay still there?" So yesterday,
What's the time frame? How long ago did you guys go to Anytime Fitness together?
This would be 10 years
10
ago.
years ago.
And you're still getting texts?
Yeah.
I don't reckon Lindsay's there either.
Wow.
Lindsay's not there because yesterday I received a phone call. And I didn't answer the phone because I don't answer the phone when it's a number that I don't know. But I got a voice message and I wanted to play it for you right
Please do.
It's Cody from Anytime Fitness. I'm just giving you a call because I saw your reply to a message asking if Lindsay's here. Do you mind me asking if I can help you with anything? I'm guessing that she was a old member, so please, an old. You get what I mean.
She bailed out.
She's so rattled.
Please feel free to give me a call back and I can help you out. Looking forward to talking to you. Have a good one. Bye.
You know,
So I've come across like a real stalker asking if
Yeah, yeah.
Lindsay's there.
Yeah, g'day guys, is Lindsay still there?
She was so rattled.
Did you put that girl's name on, or she didn't say her name?
That was a
message.
bit blurry.
Yeah, she needed to write a script first.
I feel like she's probably new and has gone, I got an idea, let's go through the text so I can get
there's
some
some
more
real
people
bad
back to the
ones.
club.
Can we ring her?
Some of the stuff that we wrote was like, just to let you know that I farted before on Lindsay. Like, I'm messaging all this stuff to Anytime
Do we
Fitness.
like Lindsay?
That wasn't
Lindsay's
just
great.
that
Lindsay's
wasn't
great.
just written. We actually did that.
Okay.
And then we check the cameras all the time.
I ran into her actually as a police officer in Hindley Street.
Really?
Yeah,
when
she
did
was
you
all
become a cop?
copped up. Hey?
When did you become a cop? Oh, her.
No, I was just dressed up in a stripper's uniform.
Yeah, she was just she was handcuffing
She
him
was
at the
like,
time.
yeah. And I was like, yeah, that's right, Lindsay. You still at Anytime Fitness, or what's going on?
She plays footy still. She plays at Norwood.
Yeah, and she wasn't. The police used her for their marketing campaign.
Oh, that's
going
cool.
from like
I'm
gym.
glad you said marketing campaign at the end.
Yeah.
cheers.
No, they just used her.
Poor Lindsay.
You wouldn't have said that if she wasn't a woman.
Yeah, but then she was also in like the like the SNFL Women's League, like
Yeah.
marketing
Marketing,
campaign,
yeah.
whatever.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Face off.
well done.
It's been a big week, hey? What's on for the rest of the week?
It's Mother's Day,
Mother's
guys.
Day.
Oh, yeah.
I went
Well,
shopping.
as we walked in, you said I went shopping, and I said, "Was it for your wife or your mum?"
Both.
Did you get them the same thing?
Just
No.
one voucher from
Find
Bunnings.
anything. Yeah, Kira got a PlayStation.
Yeah. Is that the old, if you don't want it, I'll have it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Mum got a game.
What game? The AFL game comes out
Tekken
tomorrow.
95.
The AFL game looks as bad as the last 10.
Are you going to get it?
No.
Okay.
Did you actually buy your wife a PlayStation?
No.
Okay. I was like, wow.
We're not playing. They're pretty expensive. I mean, we understand that you could get it with a car outside.
Oh my God, stop.
It's all right. So the eastern
Stop
suburbs
it.
are folk.
Oh, right.
It is
Did you only buy her one PlayStation? We've got one for every room.
Was it a 5 or a 5 platinum?
Come swim in our new pool, guys. We've got 19 of them.
I don't even have a TV at the moment. My
No, I've got a plasma and I've got a projector.
Yeah, no, TV, you got a cinema.
I don't.
And I just hire people to act out plays in my lounge room.
You ever had a greater union? That's me.
That's me. That's my house.
It's not true, guys. This is a terrible, terrible lie. Anyway, what, Christopher? I was like, well, the Sunday plan for Mother's Day. It's my second year as a mum.
Yeah.
And he's like, what are we
Is
going
he
to?
here for it?
Christopher?
Yeah.
he is here
Okay.
for it, which
That's
is
good.
great. But I'm like, do you celebrate it with your? Do I celebrate it with my kids or do I celebrate it with my mum?
Yeah, it's an interesting one.
I'd leave the kids at home. Yeah, it's probably a day out.
Celebrate it with your mum.
Well, yeah, I'm trying to run from. I'm like,
Why are you trying to run?
We want to run from one. My
Don't
mum
run, you're
lives.
preggo.
No, you can still run when you're preggo, but my mum
Waddle.
lives 40 minutes north. His parents live 20 minutes south, and I'm like, what I
Yeah,
don't
is it-
want to do on Mother's Day
Is
is
it the
run
winery
around.
or the house down south?
Yeah,
exactly.
Like,
yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
the beach house.
chateau.
Yeah, the chateau.
You should get treated by your family and just go and spend some time with your mum as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or like do breakfast with your family at home and then go see mum for brunch.
We always
Good,
used to ask,
well-rounded answer.
Yeah.
we always used to ask Dad what he was doing for Mother's Day, and
He was like, your mum?
Yeah, I'm going to do it. I'll give her a gift.
He always gave the same. She's not my mum.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
All he wants is his pancake spread and also breakfast, and he's good.
I saw Con on Monday.
Yay!
How was
went
the
and saw
great
Con.
man? Did the shelving.
I
fall
broke
in
a
his-
record.
What?
I had a
Sorry,
scotch
twice?
at 9:15.
Oh, my
Oh,
God,
wow.
guys.
Yeah, 9:15
Straight?
scotch. Yep.
Did you both or just
Do you guys want
said
one
No,
it?
we
now?
both had
Do you
one.
know there's
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, okay.
there's places you can go for that,
What do you mean?
like to get some help.
Yep.
No, you just see Con sat down, had a chat. We had no reason. We just like, let's go say good day. So I went and saw Con and Tom, his son.
Oh, yeah.
Con's
producer.
son's name is Tom.
He's got two sons. Yep, Tom and Lewis.
Oh, I was hoping it rhymed
Victoria.
as well. Okay.
What do you think?
Tom, Con, and Ron.
Yeah, something like that.
We think it's going to be Tong.
Tom.
So, Tong and Con. I don't know.
I didn't think that one.
Yeah, it's good.
King Con.
King Kong.
Yeah, King Kong.
Yeah.
King
So
Kong.
they've been flat out. They've been really busy. Brighton Trophy Centre. Go Sam.
Thank
We're
you.
probably due to pop in, aren't we? I reckon.
We'll just all roll up.
We'll all go there one day.
Let's go there now.
You been there yet?
Well, we need to do an episode
been a
from
while.
there, and we need to do a booze teammates there,
Yes.
like on a Friday arvo.
I got gifted a bottle of scotch that needs to be abused.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and tested.
It's a good time to start drinking, guys. You jerks. Yeah, let's do it soon. Let's do
Hey,
it.
Rosie
Let's go.
revealed
Nice.
something at the footy the other week, which I had no idea, and I was like, "That's really hot." Rosie's
It's my
like,
boobs. No, it
She's
wasn't.
getting changed.
"Oh Jesus, that did not."
Actually, you know what? I'm glad
Baby
you said
brain.
that. Yeah, baby brain. Sorry, guys. I thought I was at home changing.
Rosie's like a beer drinker, so Rosie's
yeah.
still smashing non-alcoholic beers.
I'm not
She's a beer
smashing
pig.
them.
You know
If
what?
we
I've
go
never
out,
actually
I'll
had
get
an
one.
non-alcoholic beer. Are they any good?
Well, they taste most. I think there's some bad ones, but who did I get one from? There's an Adelaide beer maker that does them. Mismatch, maybe.
Oh yeah.
It's Mismatch. If you get it, they're good. They're just like beer.
Yeah, she's a real beer pig.
I'm not a beer
Yeah.
pig. I think I've had 2 in my 5 months
Guess it's
pregnant.
kind of like drinking Coke no sugar, isn't it?
Yeah, but it was interesting. I put
Coke,
the-
no caffeine, maybe.
Coke
Oh, yeah.
no sugar actually has no sugar. Did you know that?
Yeah.
It's not a myth. Yeah.
But it has that other yucky stuff in it.
What's that?
Aspartame.
Depends on what you put in it.
Spider-Man. I like Batman.
It's like fake sugar.
Yeah, but apparently it's not too bad.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I find it so funny.
Because it sounded like you said Spider-Man.
Yeah, it did.
I don't even think I got the word
Are
right.
you a Coke no sugar guy now?
I am, yeah.
So Fanta's gone?
No, well, they do Fanta no sugar.
Do
Do you
they?
taste the
In
difference?
orange. Yeah, oh, slightly.
Rosie had enough? We boring you?
See you,
No.
mate. See you guys.
We lost Rosie, guys. Baby brain.
Just checking.
She's just checking a security camera for a car outside.
That's right,
Lady's doing a big shit in the driveway.
Nicoletta's not here this week. She's in the car.
She's in the
That's
car.
why I'm doing
yeah,
it.
yeah.
A self-driving car.
Yeah.
Nicoletta's
Check your
doing
ring
the
camera
shit.
to make sure no one's doing a poo in
Yeah,
your
yeah.
driveway.
What were we talking about?
Fanta. Fanta.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. No, I do like the no sugar Fanta.
Okay.
It's good. It's guilt free.
So we're not doing an ep next week.
You can do it without me.
No, we're a teammate. Best teammates. But
Yeah,
we'll do it the week after. So there's a
the
bit of
best.
consistency here, which is
Yeah,
really
it's
good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's good.
It's good
like,
just hanging out and chatting.
It's like therapy again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Anything? You thought of a question yet, Rosie?
Oh, guys.
Yeah.
Baby
I
brain.
forgot. So I was like, what did we used to do that we should bring back? And I was like, maybe I'll do a quiz for you guys.
Best team men.
Oh.
But
Or you just, or Jared and Matt at the Grand. Go way back.
I went to the Grand the other week, mate. Far out. It's
ya?
it's bad.
Oh, no.
Why?
What, at a night time?
but
Saturday night, there's
Why?
no one there.
Why?
That's where Maddie and I fell in love.
But why did you go there the other night?
I was at Glenelg for
Hosting something in Moseley.
far out, mate. Glenelg's real bad at the moment.
Is it? Really?
The
Just like
Moseley's
dead?
too young. The Grand is too old. It's like
Need somewhere
you
in
wouldn't
between.
venture down there, Rosie, because you're probably
Everyone's
a maiden
So
magpie
far.
or something.
Everyone's at
Yeah.
the collar.
So far.
The collie, yeah. The collie's pretty good. Yeah. Anyway, sorry, you keep going with your boring story.
I was going to write you a quiz, but luckily I didn't because that would take too much time for this appreciation. And also, I don't have a TV, so I don't know what the hell's going on in the world.
So what? You
So what I
tell us what you
did,
didn't do?
I decided that we could play a game called Dead or Alive, which is
Oh, there's been some preparation here.
which is perfect because you were talking about old mate Dead or Alive just a few moments ago.
Who's old mate dead or alive?
Anne Hesh, but she's not on my list.
Oh, sorry,
Anyway,
she's
do you
dead.
want
That
to
would have
play?
been a great segue back then, about 20 minutes ago.
I know. I know.
Put it on,
Yeah,
put
it
her on the
reminds
list.
you, yeah.
Well, the reason I did
Baby
it is because
brain.
last week I genuinely thought you mentioned Hezbollah, the Russian
Oh, yeah.
19-year-old who loves to hit things. Is that his name, Hezbollah?
Yeah.
I think we got to be really careful because I think one of them
We
is
keep
a
getting
terrorist
flagged.
group.
We keep
Yeah.
getting flagged.
No, I
Yeah.
think his name is. Anyway, you know the one.
You know it, Maddie. What is it? Hez.
Has.
Okay, because one of them is the bad.
Yeah. Anyway, the little guy.
The
Oh,
Hez
I
is
wouldn't have
bad.
called him the little guy.
Has is sweet.
Anyway, I genuinely thought. Anyway, so I thought, let's play a little game of Dead or Alive.
She did that. You did that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
Play
So-
slow, Andy.
Jesus
so-
Christ.
so-
Go back to your
Okay. Keep that handy. Starting with Michael.
Keep that handy,
And
Andy.
also the sound.
Oh no, not the.
Thanks, guys.
Not the fake applause.
I'm here all day.
So I thought we'd start with Michael Jackson. No, we won't start with Michael
Live.
Jackson.
What's this game called?
Speaking of conspiracies.
Oh, yeah.
What about the Stevie Wonder isn't blind one? That is hilarious. Yeah.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
That'd be so good.
Yeah.
All right, let's go with
Do we have a buzzer or do we just shout?
No,
or do we all
just
get a
shout.
guess each?
Just discuss it amongst
Okay,
yourselves. I didn't
okay.
put too much thought into
No,
this.
you can tell. Yeah.
Yep. No, Harold Bishop. Who's his real name?
Like
is.
Wait,
the real
actor
guy?
or the
Well, I,
character?
think, I think the actor's name's Ian Bishop, which is beautiful.
No, it's not. He's a cricketer from the West Indies.
No, I feel like it is Ian Bishop
No, it's
played
not.
Harold Bishop.
Ian Bishop is a
no,
West
he's-
Indian fast bowler.
He's dead.
I,
Do I need to Google it?
Yeah, I'll Google
He's
it.
dead.
no, I
You
feel
do.
like Harold Bishop, the guy who
The
played Harold.
Okay, are we? Is it the real person or the character?
No, the real person.
No, he's alive. I saw him online about a week ago.
Ian Smith, his name.
Yeah, yeah.
Why am I right?
Because you like West
Did
Indian
you write
cricketers.
down he's dead? Please say yes.
Wait, did you,
You're just
did you
guessing.
see him the other week on Instagram?
Yeah, he was like doing a video with Madge because they're wrapping up Neighbours.
Wait, so is there dead or alive Ian Bishop or Harold Bishop?
Or Harold Smith.
I mean, both
Is it
now.
Ian Smith?
Is Ian Smith dead or alive?
Yeah, he's
Fuck,
alive.
alive. We're one in.
Oh, that's
many
annoying.
we
'Cause
got?
my next one was Madge Bishop.
She's alive.
You saw her online.
Yeah, unless they filmed it 10 years ago.
It's
before she
AI,
died. Yeah, yeah.
ChatGPT.
That's
ChatGPT.
so
She's alive.
annoying.
Yeah.
All right,
So,
the next one is Abs Love
So who won?
Who's Abs Love?
from Five Guys.
Oh, he's alive.
Alive.
Yeah, he's alive. Because they're making a return. I'll go see them.
Is he
Will
alive?
you actually?
I love Five. When I had hair, used to twist my hair like Scott. I knew the dance moves.
Have you seen Abs recently?
If you got the feeling, jump into this. I know the dance. Yeah, I have.
He's got like a tat on his head these days,
He's
like
so
alive.
on the top of his head.
He looks like he has enjoyed
Meth.
Yep.
I feel like a couple of them do.
Oh,
Oh, that's yeah.
all right,
Alleged,
so,
guys.
baby
Alleged.
brain.
Just straight up.
Whoa.
Yeah. Meth. Like,
He's alive.
Oh,
I mean, he is alive.
Is he
but-
alive?
Yeah, he is.
He is alive.
Okay,
They're all
okay,
alive.
okay.
And
So
they are
20 is
indeed-
a ding.
They are indeed coming. I realised this week that they're doing a reunion tour.
Did you
but
say R&D?
maybe
Research and development.
Yeah.
but
Recent-
and isn't an N.
yeah. Last one.
Thank you.
And
Well, you've only
Hesh.
done 4.
We fucked it to the first two.
Oh, my God. Did you prepare this?
I'm wrapping up early. I'm wrapping this up quickly because I'm looking at the time. Look, my others were.
This is really
no,
bad.
the other one was.
Yeah.
Let's do quick fire.
Okay, quick one. Quick one. Trini, the Yellow Ranger.
Dead.
Pink Ranger.
Dead.
Wait, which one?
What?
The first one.
Kimberly, alive.
Yep, she's alive.
Yeah.
Screech from that
Dead.
show.
He's alive.
Screech.
He's
The one
dead.
that-
He's
he-
dead.
Oh,
From Saved by the Bell. Who said alive?
No, dead.
no one.
He's dead.
He's dead.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is he?
It's not rhetorical.
I was trying to get. He's dead.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, guys. Thank you so much for that game.
Anish.
Alive.
Oh my god. Now I feel like I've got baby brain after that.
Jesus.
I like the game, though. I reckon it's got legs.
I don't know if it does.
Bring it next week.
Probably
Oh,
won't.
no, it's got as much
Probably
legs as
won't.
Oscar Pistorius.
Very nice.
I'm putting the mic
Is
down.
that it? Are we done?
I feel like, yep, with that
All
one.
right. You got 9 seconds of outro music. Make it good.
That is
Man, he
the
got-
worst game we've played.
When he got out of jail, he got legless.
That was another ride with best teammates. Big thanks to Khan at the Brighton Trophy Center. Great. Leave a comment, subscribe, show your love, support the show on your favorite podcast app.
Auscast.